I've always been a fan of factory-installed windows. They're less likely to leak as compared to aftermarket windows. And if they do leak, you have a nationwide support network to have them fixed. Factory-installed windows, however, typically do not open. There are van dwellers who prefer to have windows that do open. And that leads me to today's video. Installing motion RV windows in the Ford Transit 250 we call Lightfoot. Templates. We're making templates to install windows in the Ford Transit in Lightfoot. These templates are made out of masonite. These are motion windows, RV van windows. Nice company, good product. I like it because it has an inner bevel or bezel ring that you attach, so you're sandwiching it together rather than just relying on any kind of glue. But their video for installation has a lot of variables in it, and I decided we needed something much tighter and consistent. So we built these templates. We made these on the CNC machine, and they lock in quite nice. The radius curves are perfect. This one is just got a little too much play in it, so I had Ron make another one where we went a 32nd of an inch tighter all around. A 32nd of an inch. And in doing so, it's much better. Now we've got full contact on that mounting flange to the chassis body. Full contact, there's no play. It just gives us a fighting chance at having these windows stay in place without leaking. So now the way we've got these templates designed, we can just place them on the outside of the van. We know exactly where they go, van to van to van. You can just push this right up against that top rail, trace it out, and cut it. So the first thing you do is tape off the area where the window is going to go. Then you bring your template in and you push the template right up along that body fold. Push it right up in there nice and flush, and you line it up with a hole that you drew, a pilot hole that's on the forward side. Yeah, right there. So now you know left to right or front to back which way this window goes, and you know it's parallel with that top fold to the van. Now you're ready to trace it with a Sharpie and cut it out. We're running a strip of tape right along this body fold. When you're making your cutout here, the filings tend to collect on that little ledge, that little body fold that's in there. So we're putting a piece of tape on that so they either collect on the tape or that causes them to fall down further where we can vacuum them up. Open up a garbage bag and tape it across the window. And this is going to catch all of your cuttings, your metal filings that come off the jigsaw blade. And we also put a little belly. We create a pocket so that it catches all those filings. They don't drop out to the floor of the van. Now, even though we have our lines drawn already, I want to put this template up one more time just to show you how easy this has become now. Once you get that template sized correctly for the window you're going to use, and you've got the top edge, you've got the offset off the top edge, that template fits right up into that fold on the body. So you're going to get this thing parallel and in the same spot every time. The only thing you have to do is go inside, find the edge, one of the edges based on the internal skeleton of this van, and drill a pilot hole. And that pilot hole is where you would line this up, either on the left side or the right side. You got the pilot hole? Yeah, you can barely see it, but there's the pilot hole. And that's where we know to line this up left and right or fore and aft. But top to bottom and parallel will always be the same because of our template. So you can see here how our little pocket in the garbage bag caught all those metal filings. They go all the way down the line. There's quite a few of them. So it's definitely worth it to take the time and put this plastic up and create a little pocket for yourself. And now we're working on fitting this window in and screw it with the flange. Once you got that hole cut, filed, and painted, do a dry fit. Dry fit that window before you put the that adhesive foam on it. Make sure it fits. Make sure you're straight and parallel with your top edge. None of these windows are parallel to the bottom body molding, although this one doesn't look as bad as the others. But what we did is we paralleled to that top fold, and we kept everything flush top. So all the windows are parallel to that top. You can see on the side here, it's not exactly parallel either. The curves are not exactly the same, but they're okay. They're not terrible. See? Flush to the top. We've got the same distance coming down from that fold across the top. And then you can see down here, it's not exactly parallel to the next fold. And obviously, if you parallel to that fold, it would have looked awful on top. Even down here at the end, you see this bunk window, not parallel on the side, but that's okay. It's parallel at the top. And these windows have a very specific positioning. They can really only fit in this body one way. There's a left and a right and an up and a down that you got to consider. Use a little lacquer thinner to rub off the machine oil or whatever may be on the bezel. And then you're going to put down your adhesive, foam adhesive strip. And this you have to do inch by inch to make sure you run it in the proper position on the flange, and especially around the curves. That's going to take a little bit of finesse. So to get around the corner, you've got to peel off the paper backing on the double stick foam. That allows you to get a nice curve. See that? The foam gets peeled away, the paper gets peeled away, and then you can run that around the curve real nice. Nothing binds up. When you've got the whole thing wrapped with tape, you peel off the paper, and then you're going to get some Windex, and you're going to spray the van. Just soak the border, and what this does is it allows that double stick foam tape to not bind up as you're positioning it in the hole. Acts as a lubricant. Plenty of Windex. It's washing my eyeballs. All right, this is a two-man job. Ron's going to put the window in from the outside. All right, this is a two-man job.
Ron's gonna put the window in from the outside.
And I'm gonna just pop a few screws through this. You see we got this inner ring on here, this trim ring holds the whole thing together. All right, Ron, ready when you are. Watch your fingers. Yeah, baby. How's that feel?
Good.
You got the label in the right spot?
Yes, I do.
Oh, I love how that pulls it right in. So that's it. Now you got to go fill in with all of these screws. Just bring them in so they touch and they pull this into the window and you're done. And another little tip I want to give you is set the clutch on your screw gun or your drill just as this piece touches the window. That's when the clutch should engage. You don't want to over tighten these. Nice. nice. You get that clutch right where you want it, and you don't have to worry. How many more? 1, 2 more. Center it. Right about there. I like that. Okay. You see how we've got equal distance from the corners over? A lot of people say I'm OCD. I'm not OCD. I'm thorough. Okay? Thorough. There's a difference. Wow! We'll be in good shape. Not completely. If I get there, industry day, I'm shooting vans, I'm walking around, I'm looking. I'm not feeling it. My heart's not in it. And I know why. I knew why right from the get-go. I'm spoiled. I spoiled myself. I have been so focused on what's right, what's wrong, what works, what doesn't, building my own van. I can't look at these anymore. I can't do these reviews anymore. And you all know what the hell's going on too. Oh, look how beautiful this is. Where's the furnace? Can we get at it? It's not raining right now. How do we know this thing doesn't leak? Spoiled. I emailed Mercedes. I said, I want to speak to the engineer that designed this mat. I want to meet him face to face. I got a few things I want to discuss with him. This mat. You remember me working with riv nuts? It was rough. Come on, get out of there. Don't you. I did it again. I burnt them. I can't believe this. The top looks okay, nice and fluffy, just like the viewer said. I put the heat down, I got fluffy eggs, but the bottom burned. I gotta work on this. Cholula. Cholula makes everything right in the world. Same as last time, consistent. That's me, thorough and consistent. I think I got hash browns in here and I don't know how they got in there.